And this is about Mark Zuckerberg. On Friday, we broke the news that Mark Zuckerberg had bought not one, but two super yachts. It was breaking news on the channel on Friday, early hours of Friday morning it was. The brand new yacht, which is now their flagship, the biggest ship they've ever built, the 118, not 80, 118 meter or 387 foot super yacht, which is now named Moot Launchpad. Now, the reason why I said that about the length being 118, there was quite a few comments on the last video saying 180 meters isn't 387 feet. It's 118 meters. So anyway, the vessel is valued at around 300 million US dollars. He also purchased a approximately $30 million support vessel, previously named Moot Dapple, and it's now called Moot Wingman. A support vessel, if you don't know, carries helicopters, tenders, submarines, jet skis, all of the stuff that the main yacht may not be able to carry. Although a 118 meter, 5,000 gross ton super yacht could pretty easily carry all the things that this support vessel is carrying, probably except the helicopter, because apparently that vessel doesn't have a helicopter landing pad. Now, Launchpad was heading to St. Martin via the English Channel, according to AIS in our last video, but she's already changed that destination and she's now heading to Gibraltar. In actual fact, there's another yacht there in Gibraltar, which we'll talk about a little bit later on, which is also owned by somebody who's very high profile, like Mr. Zuckerberg. Now, no doubt the yacht will be fueling there, and the stock will fulfill her requirement to leave the EU after being delivered to avoid paying taxes on the build which would otherwise be due. Possibly the yacht will then head across the Atlantic. Time will tell. Stay tuned, we'll find out. Anyway, after we broke the news, there were a number of comments which kept popping up in the comment section we thought we'd address. Now, when the vessel sold, we said that the vessel was ordered by a Russian who's on the sanctions list. And the question that kept coming up was, how is Mark Zuckerberg buying a super yacht from a sanctioned Russian? It's a good question, but we can answer that question. The reason he's able to purchase it is because the Dutch government has intervened in a number of sales of yachts built in the Netherlands when the original owners are Russian. In the agreement, owners can sell the yacht to a non-sanctioned individual, of course, somebody who's not Russian. And the Dutch government puts the money into a kind of escrow account, and then they will hold on to that money until the sanctions are removed against that person, and then the person will collect the money. So the money doesn't, so Zuckerberg, although he's purchasing the yacht from that person, he's not paying that person, which would be breaking sanctions rules. So that's how he's able to take possession of that yacht. So a couple of other questions that kept coming up is one of them is, at what size does a super yacht become a cruise liner? Well, none, because the status of a cruise liner is not a designation based on size. It's a designation based on the type of vessel, right? Cruise liner being a commercial merchant vessel. It's a business. It's taking people on cruises or whatever, or crossing oceans for profit, It's a cruise liner. There are cruise liners or cruise ships that are smaller than some super yachts. But the purpose is the same. It's for people going on holiday and stuff. A private yacht is just that. It's a privately owned vessel used for recreation. That's the definition of a yacht in the rules. And the definition is regardless of size. Now, another thing that kept coming up, it's not a question so much, but as a statement, people saying Zuckerberg is getting ready for the nuclear war. Crazy kind of comment, but I don't know about you. I mean, I was in the military, but you don't need to have been in the military to know that if there's a nuclear war, a yacht is not going to save you. So I don't know what the thinking is behind that one. Thanks very much for watching this video. You've been watching a Super Yacht News clip. If you'd like to see the full unedited Super Yacht News video, you can click on the link over here. You can also find our channel links below here. And if you'd like to see more shorter videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to this channel.